want you to.
Yeah, exactly. So who's going to start?
Ula vinaka and a very good morning to you all. On behalf of the Ministry of Industry, Trade and Tourism and our Minister, the Honourable Fayaz Koya, I'm delighted to be here today to welcome you all, especially our Fijians who are returning home. The mission is an important opportunity to share our expectations in order to strengthen bilateral trade and investment relations between Fiji and Australia, and to hear from you with regards to your particular areas of interest. Ladies and gentlemen, I had the opportunity to address the Australia-Fiji Business Council last week in Sydney, and today I wish to reaffirm some of the key points we made there. I also wish to reiterate a point made by our Honourable Prime Minister late last year at the joint Australia-Fiji, Fiji-Australia forum, where he said Fiji is open for business, and those who want to be a part of this growth need to act now. Now is the time to take action and ensure that both our nations enjoy the very real benefits that are available. Ladies and gentlemen, the first point I would like to make is that we stand beside the Australian business community, ready to reignite trade and investment between our two countries, which, although has been increasing slowly, took a negative turn in 2014. We want this trend to not just improve, but we also want the trade imbalance to be reduced. For every dollar earned from merchandise exports, we spend $2.90 on imports from Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, it was noted in the Fijian trade policy that there is a huge untapped potential for Fijian businesses in the Australian market, which we have not taken advantage of yet. It is very important that the business communities in both our countries take serious steps in identifying the barriers and finding solutions. We urge you all to seize this opportunity and join the many investors that have significantly benefited from profitable ventures and have also contributed to our Fijian economy. Fiji is experiencing one of the best growth cycles since our independence, and we are on target to reaching our record-setting 5th consecutive year of growth, averaging around 3.2%. In 2013 recorded the highest growth in recent history of 4.6%. We have even better news, as the Reserve Bank of Fiji has recently revised the growth forecast for 2015 from the initial 4% to 4.3%, while the estimated growth for 2014 has also positively increased to 4.5% from the anticipated 4.2%. Interesting to note, this is better than the global economic growth for 2015, which is forecasted to be around 3.5%. Can you not hear me? You can? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this positive growth is attributed to booming investment, which has been recording over 25% of the GDP for the last 2 years, and the same forecast for this year. Growing the manufacturing base, which includes food, building materials, garments, to name a few, and our strong tourism industry. Tourism alone contributes approximately 34% to our Fijian GDP. 2014 was an exceptional year for tourism, as visitor arrivals increased by 5.3% and earnings increased by 6.6%. Over half of our visitors were Australians, and they contributed to 54% of the total earnings. Sadly, though, Australian investment in Fiji is lagging behind, and we'd like to change that. Recent trends have indicated that Australian investment in our country is declining, and in 2014, total registered Australian projects were 3.4%, or 43.6 million, of the total private investments in Fiji. This is well behind other countries when it comes to tapping into investment opportunities in Fiji. Nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, missions like this one today is a positive sign of exciting times ahead in our Fiji-Australia relations. In fact, there is no better time than now to take advantage of the incentives on offer. As the international production, trade and investments are increasingly being organized within global value chains, so are the different stages of the production process being relocated across different countries. The Australian manufacturing sector is increasingly being moved offshore in order for Australian firms to optimize their production processes. They need to relocate the entire manufacturing or parts of their manufacturing process to countries that have competitive advantage and where it makes sense to the company's bottom line. So, ladies and gentlemen, why not here in Fiji? We have been doing business with Australia for a number of years. Fijian businesses understand the Australian customer and we can adapt to their demands. We are the hub of the Pacific and we have the best connectivity, both air and sea, and we are well advanced in technology. Fiji has the best investment incentives in the region, the lowest corporate taxes, streamlined income tax, the ability to get a maximum of 20 years tax-free status, depending on investment amount, and the opportunity to apply for dual citizenship. Above all, Fiji has a highly talented English-speaking workforce in an ideal working environment. Ladies and gentlemen, the bottom line is that Australia and Fiji are natural trading partners, and we must work together to reach the full potential of our relationship. On behalf of our Fijian government, we are ready to assist you to take full advantage of doing business in Fiji. Over the next couple of days, you will be hearing from experts from key agencies. Hence, I request that you get as much information as possible and also clear any doubts that you may have. With those words, I declare the seminar open and I wish you well in your deliberations. Vinaka Vakalevu, and thank you.